The filings point out that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is back in the U.S., though not a free man and not in Maryland. He's in Tennessee to face new charges. Those charges allege he transported undocumented immigrants from Texas deeper into the country for nearly a decade, including MS-13 gang members. Local attorney Jeremy Eldridge says Abrego Garcia's legal team will have to sort out how much of that claim is based in reality versus rhetoric.
Why wasn't this information presented at the court years earlier? And that's incredibly convenient timing and feels like somewhat of political prosecution at this point.
While Abrego Garcia's attorney is concerned that much of the information behind the charges comes from two supposed co-conspirators,
both of whom have already been federally prosecuted and who are likely sitting in a federal prison somewhere. So the very first question I'm going to be asking is, what were those two people offered to make up these really fantastic, hyperbolic allegations against Mr. Abrego Garcia?
At the same time, lawyers are asking a Maryland-based U.S. district judge to deny the government's request for a stay in response to the Justice Department requesting to halt civil litigation that would review the government's efforts to facilitate his return, filed just after the judge approved a bid to file a sanctions motion against the government.
I think that the government is acting as though it's apples and oranges and that they don't need to deal with this anymore because he's back. And his legal team is saying, absolutely not. You need to respond to this court order. And these are separate and distinct legal matters that require this court's attention.
Abrego Garcia's arraignment is this Friday. Ultimately, if convicted, he could face up to 10 years for each person he transported. Otherwise, if not convicted, he will stay in the U.S. We'll continue to follow this. But for now, downtown, I'm Tommy Clark, WBAL TV 11 News.